Hello and welcome back to Busy Pro Fast Wellness. I'm your host, Anna Welsh, and today I'm really excited to have you here with me because we are exploring the science of sustainable high performance, which has really been fascinating me over the last couple of months. And in particular, the work of Dr. James Hewitt, who is a leading authority on human performance, well-being, and cognitive function. James Hewitt's work, particularly with professional athletes, Fortune 500 companies, and Formula One teams, highlights the importance of integrating well-being into our daily lives to achieve peak performance. Now let's start with this powerful reminder from James Hewitt himself. Sustainable high performance is not about doing more things faster. It's about doing the right things at the right time with full attention. So James Hewitt emphasizes that cognitive performance is really an endurance activity. It's not about short bursts of intense focus, but more about building sustainable mental resilience. And this is particularly relevant for busy professionals who face constant cognitive demands. And here's a key connection. The demands on high-performing professionals are remarkably similar to those placed on elite athletes. Now, this is where it gets really interesting, and I'd like to explore some of those commonalities. And the first one is the need for peak cognitive function. Just as athletes need to make split-second decisions under pressure, professionals working in the world of business, finance, whatever it might be, face complex problem-solving and decision-making scenarios. Both groups require sharp focus, and I refer to the athletes and the business professionals. They require this sharp focus, this mental clarity, and the ability to process information quickly. And this brings us to this idea of endurance. So think of your cognitive abilities like a muscle. You wouldn't expect to lift heavy weights for hours without rest. So don't expect your brain to perform at peak capacity without breaks. Implement short periods of focused attention, followed by brief recovery periods. And if you want a practical tip for this, you can start tracking your cognitive load like an athlete tracks their training. When are you sharpest? When do you feel drained? Consider using time blocking to schedule deep focus work during your peak mental hours and leave repetitive tasks, the ones that are really boring, for when your energy dips. That makes perfect sense, doesn't it? So the idea of cognitive endurance really segues well into the next topic, or the next concept, if you like, which is the importance of recovery. Now, athletes understand the crucial role of recovery in performance. Professionals, busy professionals too, need to prioritize recovery to prevent burnout and maintain cognitive function. This includes adequate sleep, stress management, and incorporating recovery periods throughout the day. So we can take short breaks to step away from our screens. We can practice deep breathing, or we can just simply close our eyes for a minute. And these moments can help to reset your cognitive function and prevent burnout. Remember, recovery is productive. And from recovery, we move on to the third point today, which is the role of discipline and consistency. Now, elite athletes don't rely on motivation. They rely on discipline and routines. And that's a game changer for busy pros. Adhering to training schedules, maintaining healthy habits, and staying focused on long-term objectives. James Hewitt's research shows us that aerobic exercise can significantly improve executive functions such as planning, decision-making, and problem-solving. Even short bursts of aerobic activity like a brisk walk or a quick jog can have a positive impact. So a quick practical tip, because we like to keep things practical if at all possible here on the podcast, is to create a simple, repeatable morning or pre-work ritual. It could be something as simplistic as 5 deep breaths, a quick gratitude check-in, or reviewing your top priority for the day. So moving on to point number 4, which is the value of data-driven insights. Now, athletes use data to track their performance and make informed decisions about their training. And similarly, professionals can also benefit from data-driven insights by, for example, tracking their sleep, their stress levels, and productivity to improve their performance. And science-based tools can really help in order to achieve sustainable high performance. And Hewitt champions some of these science-based approaches, which include tracking sleep, monitoring heart rate variability, but also using mindfulness techniques to manage stress. And these tools can provide valuable insights into your well-being and indeed help you make informed decisions about your lifestyle. And the fifth and final point of the day is the mental game. Now, this I genuinely believe is the most important point. Well, certainly from my perspective it is. So both athletes and professionals face mental challenges such as pressure, anxiety, and self-doubt. So developing mental resilience and strategies for managing these challenges is crucial for success. So we can integrate well-being into our business strategy. For leaders, Hewitt's work highlights the need to prioritize well-being as a strategic imperative. This means creating a culture that supports employee well-being, providing access to resources and encouraging healthy habits. Even small steps like encouraging walking meetings or providing healthy snacks can make a huge difference. And here's the final piece in the mental game. Elite athletes know that mindset is everything. So how do we build mental resilience and protect our well-being when under pressure? And Hewitt emphasizes strategies again of mindfulness, which include visualization and deliberate pauses to prevent burnout. And we can do a quick mental reset to help with this. So before we embark on a high stakes meeting or a tough task, we can pause for 30 seconds. We can close our eyes. We can visualize ourselves. We can be calm, confident, and also we can see ourselves performing at our best. And we can repeat a personal mantra like, I am focused. I am ready. And protecting our well-being isn't optional. It's a high performance strategy. It's absolutely essential. So Dr. James Hewitt's work highlights that these commonalities are not just coincidental. They reflect the fundamental principles of human performance. And by applying the same science-based tools that elite athletes use, busy professionals can also unlock their potential and achieve sustainable high performance. So why not implement these strategies into your life? From cognitive performance as an endurance activity to recovery, discipline, aerobic exercise, data-driven insights, mental resilience, and workplace well-being. I can guarantee you, your daily performance will improve. I'll leave you with this thought from Olympic champion Carl Lewis. My thoughts before a big race are usually pretty simple. I tell myself, get out of the blocks, run your race, stay relaxed. If you run your race, you'll win. Yours to finish. And that's all for this episode of Busy Pro Fast Wellness. I hope you found these insights from Dr. James Hewitt's work helpful. Until next time, prioritize your well-being and keep moving forward. Goodbye for now.